Have you ever looked up at the sky and wondered what's really going on up there? Or maybe you've heard stories that seem too bizarre to be true, yet they linger in your mind long after you've heard them. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Fortean phenomena, a term named after the early 20th century researcher Charles Fort, who dedicated his life to documenting the strange and unexplainable events that science often overlooks or dismisses. What if I told you that the universe is filled with oddities that defy our understanding? From bizarre rainstorms to spontaneous human combustion, buckle up because we're about to explore some of the most intriguing mysteries that continue to baffle both scientists and enthusiasts alike. Let's start with something that might sound like a scene from a sci-fi movie, strange rains. Imagine walking outside one day, and instead of the usual rain, you're greeted by a shower of frogs, fish, or even spiders. Yes, you heard me right. These events have been documented throughout history and have left people scratching their heads. In 1873, for example, a rain of fish fell in the town of Villa de Leyva, Colombia. Can you imagine the confusion? One moment you're walking your dog, and the next, you're dodging fish. Scientists have tried to explain these occurrences, suggesting that waterspouts or strong winds can lift these creatures from their natural habitats and drop them miles away. But honestly, it still feels like something out of a fantasy novel, doesn't it? Then there's the phenomenon of spontaneous human combustion. Now, this one really pushes the boundaries of what we think is possible. Picture this. An individual is found deceased, and the only evidence left behind is a pile of ashes and a few charred remains, while the surrounding area is almost untouched by fire. It sounds like something out of a horror movie, but it has been reported over the years, with cases dating back centuries. Some suggest that it's due to the body's fat igniting, while others believe it might be related to an external source. But no matter the explanation, the sheer idea that someone could literally catch fire without any obvious cause is enough to send chills down your spine. And let's not forget about teleportation. Yes, you heard that right. The idea that someone can vanish from one place and reappear in another is not just a concept for comic books or movies. There have been reports of people who have allegedly experienced sudden, unexplainable shifts in location. One of the most famous cases involves a man named P.A.W., who claimed to have been transported across town in the blink of an eye. He described the experience as feeling like a dream, where one moment he was walking down the street and the next he found himself miles away, completely disoriented. While skeptics argue that these accounts are simply cases of misperception or hallucination, the stories persist, igniting our imaginations and leaving us to wonder, could there be more to our reality than meets the eye? Now, you might be wondering why these phenomena are important to discuss. It's simple, really. They challenge our understanding of the world and push us to think beyond the conventional boundaries of science. While we often rely on empirical evidence and logical reasoning to explain our surroundings, these Fortean events remind us that there's still so much we don't know. They tap into our curiosity, our desire to explore the unknown, and our innate fascination with the mysterious. In a world where everything seems to have an explanation, these bizarre occurrences offer a refreshing perspective that encourages us to question what we take for granted. And let's face it, who doesn't love a good mystery? The allure of the unexplained is something that transcends age, culture, and background. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, these stories have a way of captivating our imaginations. They invite us to consider the possibility that there are forces at play in our universe that we have yet to comprehend. Perhaps it's a reminder that life is full of surprises, and sometimes the most extraordinary things happen when we least expect them. In recent years, platforms like YouTube have become a hub for exploring these strange tales. Channels dedicated to the unexplained, the paranormal, and the Fortean phenomena have gained popularity, drawing in viewers who are hungry for the unusual. This is fantastic, because it encourages discussions about topics that might have been brushed aside in the past. It's a chance for us to engage with each other, share our thoughts, and maybe even uncover some truths about the mysteries that surround us. So, what can we take away from all of this? Perhaps it's a call to embrace the unknown, to remain open-minded, and to remember that the world is filled with wonders waiting to be discovered. The next time you hear a strange story or witness something unusual, instead of dismissing it, consider its implications. After all, the line between reality and the extraordinary is often thinner than we think. As we wrap up this exploration of Fortean phenomena, I encourage you to keep your eyes peeled and your mind open. Who knows what you might encounter in your everyday life? Whether it's a peculiar rainstorm or an inexplicable event, these experiences can enrich our understanding of the world and remind us that there's still magic to be found in the mundane. So let's embrace the mystery and keep searching for answers, even if they lead us down paths we never expected to travel. Because in the end, isn't that what life is all about?